Hi, this is Lynn Madashan again with Kara, and we're in Kara's kitchen. We are making peanut butter and pumpkin dog cookies. Peanut butter is really good for your dog. It's a high nutrient. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, it's I have a cheat sheet, so it is a very good source of protein for your dogs. So if your dog is underweight at all, definitely increasing the protein will help a lot with putting on some weight. If your dog is at a good weight, don't add too much because they will gain a lot of weight. It's also very heart healthy, has heart healthy fats in it, along with vitamin B and vitamin E. But one thing that you do want to make sure that you do not have is salted peanut butter. Now, you can have a little bit of salt in there, and that's fine, but you want to really look for the raw, unsalted peanut butter, which is much healthier for your pet. And then for the pumpkin is it benefits the eyes of the dogs, it boosts their immune system, moisturizes their skin and coat.
As do the eggs that we're putting in.
As do the eggs as well. It's very good for their digestive regularity, and it also controls some parasites as well. And it's very good to feed your dog if your dog has an upset stomach as well. That's what, if my dogs get sick, that's what I feed them. So that's the health benefits of those two ingredients.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're starting out with 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Again, you want to use the least processed of any food.
So no bleached flour whatsoever. You can do white flour, that's fine. You just want to do the unbleached white flour.
Or you can do the whole wheat, or actually any of the other flours. You could use a rice flour, you could use an almond flour, depending upon what it is that you want to go with.
Now, just as an FYI, do be cautious. Some dogs do have allergies. Some can have allergies to wheats, also to peanut butter, and to eggs. So if your dog has an allergy, you just want to make sure that you're not feeding them those ingredients in something that you're making.
Okay, so we're going to add 2 eggs. This is a much easier kitchen to cook in than mine.
Did you say how much flour?
Yeah, 2.5 cups of flour. And we have 4 tablespoons of peanut butter.
2 tablespoons of peanut butter.
We did a double batch earlier today. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of
canned pumpkin.
Now, if you have pumpkin left over from Halloween, we baked a pumpkin on a previous video, and you can do that as well, is bake your pumpkin and then seed it and peel it, and then what you want to do is run it through your blender, and you can use your pumpkin from Halloween as well.
Now, if you have leftover pumpkin pie, do not use that. It has a lot other ingredients in it that you do not want in this. So you really want to go for the 100% pure pumpkin.
Okay, and then we have 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now, this is not enough liquid, so you're going to have to add some water, and I'm going to tell you that I'm going to put 1/4 cup in, and then reserve another 1/4 cup here if we need it. Now, we used the hand mixer. And I'm going to tell you right off the top that if you make a single batch rather than a double batch, it's a whole lot easier to manage all the ingredients. And yeah, you're going to need about 1/2 cup water. The recipe that we had just said add enough water, and so we had to look at exactly how much was that enough. Now, you're going to want the consistency to be like, almost like a pie dough, a pie shell dough. Because that's what we're going to do, is we're going to roll it out on parchment paper and then use cookie cutters. Now, the other thing you can do, if you don't have cookie cutters that you want to use, is you can form it into a rope that's like 2 inches in diameter, and then cut them in about 1 inch to 2 inches.
I'll do actually like a half an inch thick. Cut it into half inch.
Okay, now, this is what it looks like. So if you put it in on the parchment and squish it all up, then what you have is this.
Yeah. Making enough room. There you go.
Okay. So now we've got a ball of dough here on the parchment. You're going to want to put a little bit of flour on top of it so that the rolling pin doesn't stick to it. So she's pre-squashing it so she doesn't have to roll it quite as hard.
Helps all the stuff stick together better too. Just sprinkle a little bit of flour on top.
And that's so that it doesn't stick to the rolling pin. Then you're going to roll it out to about a 1/2 inch thick. Okay, now Kara got some cute little cookie cutters for Christmas, and they're pretty impressive. This is an ornament.
Yes, the snowman.
And it has a little push button on here. So you push it in and then pull it up, and then you push the button and it takes the cookie right out
of it. And you can put it right on the pan. And you don't have to worry about spacing these cookies because they actually do not expand. They stay the exact same size that I'm cutting right now.
Now you're going to bake these in an oven that's 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. But that's going to be totally dependent upon the thickness that you rolled your dough out and the size of the cookie that you're making. If you're making a big cookie for a big dog, then you're going to have, it might be different. So what we did was we took it out at about 35 minutes, and we broke a cookie, and we looked to see how dry it was all the way, because this is supposed to be a dog biscuit. So it's supposed to have some crunch. It's supposed to clean the teeth, and it is, and so if you break it in half and you look at it and it's still wet in the center, you need to bake it just a little bit longer. So this is a really fun way. It was, you can see it was really pretty easy. It is,
sometimes they just don't want to stick.
Yeah. And this is if you have a favorite dog in your life, or if one of your friends has a dog that they are very partial to. This is really an inexpensive treat to give to that dog and that friend.
Yes.
So we're going to stop here, and so this is what we've got. Let's bring it higher so you can see. And then we're going to put that in the oven. Actually, after you are after we hang up. And here is
what they look like.
The finished product. This is all. So if you look, it's pretty hard, and they have been tested by Kara's dogs, and
They are approved.
they sure liked them.
And what I am doing is I will be putting them in little stockings with a little bit of plastic on the inside for all of my clients for the month of December.
So once again, I'm going to do a commercial for Karish. This is the Wild Hair Salon in Marysville, in the general area of Winco. So that's where she is. I will have her put her address and phone number on the page right here. So if you're interested in getting your dog groomed, or if you have questions about the cookies, you can give her a call.
Yep, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have.
So thank you so much for watching. And this one was a fun one. We'll be doing another gift on Wednesday. Not quite sure what it is going to be just yet, but we will. It'll probably be a people gift. So thanks so much, and have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.